Good morning, second grade students. So this week for language arts, we are going to be focusing on long and short vowels in words. And so today we're going to be focusing on words with the long I and the long U sound. All right, so first up is the letter I. So we're going to be looking at the short sound first, and then we're going to be looking at the long sound. All right, so first off, for the short sound, we have the word kit. And for the long sound, we're going to have the word kite. So when I say the words, I want you just to listen to what you hear in the vowel I sound. So in the word kit, you hear me saying the I as I, almost like an E sound in a way. So kit, we hear that short I sound that makes the I sound. Now when we look at the long sound in kite, do you hear a difference there in the word kite? So in the word kite, we hear the long I sound, and the long I sound makes the I sound. So in kit, again, we hear the I sound, and in kite, we hear the I sound. So we have I for short and I for the long sound. All right, next up is U. So again, we're going to look at the short sound first and then the long sound. So first up for short, we're going to look at the word tub. So when we say the word tub, what sound do we hear in the U? Tub. So we hear the sound. Whereas when we look at the long sound for U, as in the word tube, what sound do we hear this time? So when we say tube, the long U makes the oo sound, almost like an O. So we have tub that makes the sound, and we have the word tube that makes the oo sound. All right, so let's look at these words here that we see in the picture. So we have the word 5 tubes, white pipe, and the word bike. And we'll get into how we can distinguish between long and short vowel sounds. All right, so let's look at one more picture here. So let's read through our words. So we have the word mule, smile, cube, and vine. So how many vowels are in each word? So I'll give you a minute to look at each of these words that we just read through. And remember, the vowels are A, E, I, O, U, and sometimes Y. All right, so there are two vowels that we see in each of these words. So in the word 5, we have the I and E. In tubes, we have the U and E. In white, we have the I and the E. In pipe, we have I and E. Bike, we also have I and E. Mule, we have the U and E. Cube, we also have U and E. Smile, we have the I and E. And in vine, we also have the I and E. All right, so where is the E? And does it have a sound? So we notice that in all of these words, the E is at the end of the word, except for in tubes. But if we took the S off and didn't make it plural, if we just had one tube, not multiple tubes, we would still see the E at the end. So in all of these words, the E is at the end of the word and it is silent. So when you say any of these words, you're not going to hear the E in any of these words. So such as in 5, when we say the word 5, do we really hear the E at the end? Not really. How about in the word bike? Don't really hear that E at the end either. So all of these words, since the E is at the end, it is silent. And then, is the vowel sound long or short? So we know that the vowel sound is going to be long in these words because they end in E. All right, so which word has a long vowel sound? So we have the word fine and the word thin. So which word do you think has the long vowel sound in it? So we know it's going to be the word fine, and we know this because the word find ends in a silent E. And this tells us that the word fine has the long I sound. So any words that end with the vowel E in it is going to have the long vowel sound to it. All right, let's try another one. So again, which word has a long vowel sound? Cube or cub? So again, it's going to be the word cube. And just like in our last example, the word cube ends in a silent E. And so this time, this tells us that the word cube has the long U sound in it. All right, let's try another one here. So again, we're looking for which word has a long vowel sound. So we have hid or hide. Hid or hide. So again, hide, because it ends with that silent E. And since our vowel in the middle is I, we know that this word is going to have the long I sound in it. All right, let's try another one. So again, we're working with the long vowel sound. So we have the word rip or the word ripe. So remembering back to what our rule was for the long vowel sound, we know that the word ripe is going to be our word to pick. Again, ends with the silent E, and our other vowel that we see in the middle of the word is I. So we know that ripe is going to have the long I sound in it. All right, and last practice one. Our words are cute or cut. And again, we know we want to pick the word that has the silent E on the end. And this time we see that our vowel in the middle is U. And so this time it's telling us that in the word cute, we are going to hear the long U sound. So just a reminder that when we're working with the long vowel sound, if the word ends with an E, that E is going to be silent, and it's also going to tell us that the vowel sound that we see in the middle is going to have the long vowel sound in that word. And that is our lesson for today.